Hello, it's day 25 of my one video a day for the rest of the year challenge. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really tired. But as I said, I am keeping my promise to myself. I'm keeping my promise to myself. I'm going to do it before I go to sleep. And like I was talking about it, like I said in my previous video, excuse me, so sorry. Like I shared last in my video, I'll be sharing my journey of 10 years of singleness. And one of the things that I've really benefited from this season, from this period, is how the Holy Spirit, remember how I told you that I didn't know how to be single? I didn't know to be with my feelings, to sit with my feelings, to confront my feelings. And excuse the background noise. And the biggest thing, I wouldn't say maybe the biggest, one of the biggest things that I have learned from this journey is understanding why I behaved and why I am behaving the way I do, understanding the trauma that I have carried for years, the baggage, the the toxicity that that I carried for years, or rather that I have been carrying for years. And it's so refreshing when I do something and I do something wrong, and it's really wonderful to it's really a one it's such a wonderful feeling when you understand why you do things you do, and not because a therapist told you or anything, but when the Holy Spirit reveals to you, you remember this, you remember experiencing this, that, whatever. Basically, the Holy Spirit has been reminding me, revealing the things that I experienced in my childhood that have affected the way I react to things or how I respond, even whether I respond or react. And basically, turning on like a red light to help me to understand that something is not right and I should be working or dealing with that particular issue. And it has been such a wonderful experience. I'm really truly grateful to God for that, because it helps me to better prepare for my future marriage. And excuse me, and it's been so amazing. There has been a lot of instances. I'll share one instance where I think I shared last in my last video that I have never been the kind of person who was young and really excited for the wedding, how I'll dress, how I'll look like, and all those things. I never really anticipated for or looked forward to my wedding like that. And I was like, am I weird? Why am I not like other girls, other women? And then the Holy Spirit revealed it to me that my parents, I was born out of wedlock. And growing up, I never saw my parents' wedding pictures. Mm, I never, we never celebrated wedding anniversaries and all that. And I remember one time I was in primary school and we had this book called Student's Companion. My English teacher had us read that book. It's for synonyms, group of things, singulars, plurals, opposites, hyponyms, antonyms, all of that. And I looked through the names of the wedding anniversaries and I was like, I wonder how many years my parents have been married. And I realized we have no wedding pictures. And I just wish, I was like, I wish my parents um, celebrated anniversary. I don't think at the time I understood that they were not really married, but later on, and then now the Holy Spirit brought the understanding that because I never saw marriage celebrated as a value, so I guess I didn't really care for it that much because I was never exposed to the concept that there is my parents are married and celebrating anniversaries and all that. So there could be a number of reasons because I know other women who were not that excited about their marriages or their weddings, and they come from functional homes. But one of the things that contributed to me not really being that excited about how I'll look like as a bride and all that was because I never saw that growing up. And I was like, wow, Holy Spirit, just wow. So for me, this has been a period of relearning, learning, and continually learning. And I am not saying I've been a perfect student. I have made lots of mistakes, but I'm just grateful for God's grace and mercy that is new every morning. And may God help me not to take it for granted because it's very easy to take it for granted. So for me, one of the things that I've really loved during this 10-year singleness journey so far is how I've had the opportunity to understand why I behaved and I behave the way I do, and an opportunity to heal, to understand um, the trauma that I have, that I had, and healing from that. So yeah, it's been a wonderful experience. Like I said, I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I'm just really grateful to God that I am not married yet because I know if I was, I probably wouldn't have been a good steward of that marriage and family. I don't know. So for me, it has been an opportunity to grow, to learn, to prepare, to understand my mistakes, to deal with what needs to be dealt with, and by the glory of God and by the grace of God, I'll get married. Now I'm feeling very sleepy. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It has been an opportunity to grow. Okay? An opportunity to grow and prepare. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Please share this with another woman who you know for a fact needs to hear this message. Take care. Have a wonderful day and bye.